I'm good. You can relax.
Okay.
First of all, I'm recording this meeting, but I just wanted to follow up with you on yesterday's observations. Can I just say it was just a wonderful presentation? And I just wanted to start with that because I know you. I know you're over there sitting anxious and nervous and wondering. You did a great job, but we're going to talk specifics, okay? So I want to start by saying the level of student engagement in that class was spectacular. And it didn't happen on accident. I can tell there was some deliberate efforts that you, the teacher, put in place. So you had the students, it sounded like you guys were going over the colors, right?
Yeah.
And I just want to commend you. You were addressing students who were visual learners, students who were auditory learners, and students who were kinesthetic learners. I always get messed up on that word. So I say that because you were Booskar, show me the color boost. So even if I didn't understand the word Booskar, I had it like, Booskar. Okay, the teacher is looking for something. You did that. And then, so they saw this, they heard you saying the word, and you literally typed in the chat what it is that you were asking them. So then you have the students who are good looking, reading, writing, learning in that style. You're just spectacular. The kinesthetic learners, they were running around the house trying to find a blue this, a blue that. That was so engaging. Like those kids, like they were all over the place. And the ones you had, the one kid who used I think it was the planner. He showed every color every time you got. So he wasn't running, but he was still engaged, and that was the key.
Yes.
A virtual environment. How is it that we're still keeping students engaged? At one point, you even had a parent helping her kid get the silver. It was a family affair. So I wanted to commend you on that.
Okay. Yes, I today have the sister helping the other because they asked, my other class was asking, can we do one more, please? I say, okay. So we finish the class, and at the end, it's Friday. So I say, okay, we're going to take 5 minutes. And they're on it. I mean, they love it. So I'm going to continue. I'm just going to start changing. I was thinking using that, but just doing like geometrical figures, that's what we did today, like circles and squares. So they will bring us stuff, so. Yes, I mean, they love it. And I love too. I was having fun. I was laughing so hard.
Yeah.
I was sweating. Kids have the greatest imagination. You missed the other day. They were bringing me one brought me the bunny. They grabbed the bunny. Oh. Because I asked for a dark gray. And actually, the back of the bunny was a dark gray, so she was showing me. I'm sorry. It was just, if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right?
And that speaks to, again, teacher behavior. Like you bring a level of excitement to the virtual classroom, and it's your character even when you're in the brick and mortar. So that's good to see that you still have that lively persona about you in this virtual, and the kids really are taking advantage of it. Again, what you did was just wonderful with regard to keeping those students engaged in a virtual world.
Okay.
So next, I want to go on to think about, I have a question concerning formative assessments of the students. So one thing I did notice is that choral responses. Can you talk to me about how are you able to tell if all the students are making progress by using choral responses?
So choral responses, what I use them is for, I know some students are, slow when they are like trying to get that process, especially with Spanish, that the sounds are sometimes very different. So the choral responses, I just use them for everybody to be on the same page. So this was the very first time that I was using that with them. So for me, the choral responses are helping everybody, right? And then they have their notes, and then, like you say, all the toughness stuff. So for today because with my other class, I have done it already. So I have a PowerPoint presentation, I mean, that I can show you, and it has everything in Spanish. I have everybody to go to the chat and to write the answers. So those are private messages, between my students and myself. So I can see this is immediate, instant feedback. And they were telling me, I think the question was something like, how many red circles are there in Spanish, right? So they needed to answer in Spanish. So I would say, okay, good job, such a side. Great job. Hey, go and check on, your second word that you may want to just rephrase that. So that was my formative after the first day.
Okay.
So yeah, the first day was quite responsible because it was like fresh, right?
Okay.
So getting them used to the sounds, getting them used to, and then the second day, what I did, so the same activity was done with my other class. So today was like to assess, okay, are they really understanding? But first we start with the reading part because, the listening is a little bit harder. So first was the reading part. I mean, I can tell you the PowerPoint that will come next.
You don't have to show me that, but that was my question that I would have, wanted to pursue a little further with you. But you did a great explanation, and I want to make sure that I got it right. So what you're saying, when you first introduced the words or the topic, formative assessment, since it's the first time, so that everyone kind of feels comfortable using the new language, the new words, you allow that oral response.
Yeah.
Then you're saying the next
time. It's wild like that, right? Everybody.
No. It's never wild. It's controlled chaos is what it is. No, we don't use the word wild. You did great. So I just want to double back to make sure. So the next step, the formative, it might be there's a response, a written response from an individual student.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's good. That's a great task. So it seems like you're allowing this level of scaffolding as far as the assessment. So first the choral, then because that was I was thinking about, what I would give you a little coaching on, but you've got that covered. So I'll just be looking for the next time I come in, I'll know where the students are if it's not like an introductory lesson. And of course your lesson plans are always so clear we can tell if it's the first time. I'll be looking for like a different level of formative assessment. So how do you think it went? I think it went well, and
they love it. I was having fun, and my other class. Now this class, the other thing that I have, one of the issues, some kids were not having their videos on because the students had them on. I received, like, Ms. Rocío, I cannot turn my video on. I said, oh my God, I don't know. So that's another thing that not everybody was. I mean, they were there, and I knew they wanted to participate because, we've been communicating. Yeah. I think I cannot turn on. So I have one other student today that she couldn't participate last class, and she couldn't participate today either. Then my video cannot turn on again. I was like, oh my God, and how can you help them? Yeah. It's that. So yeah, some of the students were. I knew they were there.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They were not.
Well, hopefully they can get their technical issues worked out, and if it's ever a problem with like the Chromebook or something they need to change out, we're happy to make sure that we're able to provide that if that's the case. But it sounds like it might have been just a little something.
Okay, absolutely.
But if there's a problem, let them know. If they have to switch out, we have the Chromebooks. We want to make sure if they find it's a persistent problem. Well, I just wanted to give you that feedback, and I think that you are doing a great job in this virtual. Again, this was just a popsivation. It wasn't really just a formal, just wanted to hit on one thing, and the only really one question I had was about the formative assessment. You addressed that, so I'm going to give you a round of applause. I'm corny with my Kagan because I think you're great. So, thank you for all that you do, and we absolutely appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate so much you taking the time to do this. I really, it really helped, build and to continue, right? It was like, it was okay. Did I do it? So I know the kids love it. I had one student tell me, She said, "Oh no," because it was a day. It was just ending. It was like 11:08. They would say, "Okay, guys, you have a wonderful weekend." She put, no, I don't want this class to end."
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh,
Yeah.
you're wonderful. That speaks to you.
I only one student. Everybody else was loving them.
And that one touched your heart. So that made the weekend. That's right. That's right.
Yes,
All right, Michelle. Well, you have a wonderful weekend, and thank you for taking the time and let me record this, and appreciate all that you do.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.